Yeah, that's a good question. So I think one of the skills, and I mentioned this before, I really like people management. I think I had the benefit of working with a lot of undergraduate students when I was in grad school, and that really primed me for people management. Working with someone who doesn't really know, and then explaining to them and teaching them and really getting them to a point where they can start doing the work that you were doing. Is something that really is very rewarding to me. So I really enjoyed that. I think I was fortunate that I had that opportunity when I was in grad school. Things that I had to learn, I think maybe being a little bit more strategic about finishing up things so that they can lead to decisions. So, I've started thinking more around data that I generate should always enable a decision, whether yes or no. It shouldn't be data that's like, I don't know what the next step is. So planning and thinking about the experiment so that we can keep moving ahead always is something that I think I've grown to appreciate a lot more. I think I do better at it now. Um, Other skills would be communication and working with other people as a team, right? I mean, I think I personally found myself to be a person that works well in the team, but it really comes to bear a lot when you're in industry and there are multiple people working on the same program, as opposed to your PhD where you're the owner of your project. So I think the teamwork and working towards a common goal is something that I've started to appreciate a lot more when I moved to industry. And yeah, I mean, other things, I think I've become more patient centric. I think at least in some of the jobs that I have in the past, having the line of sight to what I'm doing and how that's going to impact the patient. Say if I'm working on a molecule that's going to improve the dosing convenience for a patient, meaning that they would only have to take this drug now once every 4 weeks instead of once every 2 weeks. So knowing that information and then sort of working backwards towards it, that what does this mean in terms of my experiment today, has been very helpful. So I think those were the main learnings that I've had in my transition from academia to industry.
I think that's really valuable, and I think it also highlights so sometimes you don't have to get extracurricular, in the sense extracurricular experience to have something that's translatable to industry. So for example, you mentioned the mentoring students and undergrad students and helping them through the lab. Like, I think that's something that many students and postdocs can relate to. And I
Yeah.
think sometimes they don't sell that as well when they have an interview and they're trying to think of the skills
Yeah.
that they've generated.